Part 2 of wrong timing. You know, when you've been in a relationship, that is not the time to be with someone. This is the talk we're talking about. This is part 2. Talking about the top things that keep you being in a successful relationship because it's the wrong timing. So stay with me. I'll give you the information that's going to help you get the steps and the whys and the cause, and let's find the solution to helping you understand why it's the wrong timing. So thank you for joining the Love Doctor. We are here to, I am, and my followers, we're going to help you understand how to find love, get love, and just enhance the love you're already in. That's what it's about. And as you know, I've been doing this over 15 years, and I want to make sure that I continue on this journey of helping others find love and understand how it takes to be successful. Now, as you know, if you're following me, I do the characteristics and the behavior of what causes us to have unsuccessful relationship. This one is about wrong timing. And the reason why it's hard to have a successful relationship is that you get caught up in things that is not the time. So thank you for the comments that I'm getting. Continue to go and give in the link and give some comments. Continue to like and follow and subscribe to this channel and letting other people know that Love Doctor is here to help you through this journey. Okay, so let's get right into this one. Now, this one, I was pondering about how to talk about the wrong timing. And here's one of the things I was going to say. We get into relations sometimes with others on the basis of thinking we need to help them. So what do you mean, Love Doctor? A lot of times what we do, we get projects of helping people through their addictions and their recoveries. And if you're a person that has had an alcohol problem, drug problem, any type of addiction or recovery problem, and you've now come over it and you're out of it, it is not time to be in a relationship. You've just went through a journey and major changes in your life that you made changes in your life. And it's not time to be in a relationship. But guess what? Those who are normal, you should not be in a relationship with somebody who just told you that they was in AA. Or they just went through therapy. No. How long has it been? There's been some years, then sure, maybe the person can get through it. But if it's short, it could trigger a relapse. Maybe a relationship triggers the relapse. It's not time to be in relationships when you are going through a recovery or an addiction or issue that you have. You don't need to be in a relationship because you're going to become codependent on that person and you might relapse. So you don't need to be with someone when you're trying to fix your addiction or they're trying to fix their addiction. You don't need to be in that type of relationship because you're not going to save them. And that's what you're thinking you're going to do. No, you're not going to save somebody who was having a problem before you met them, or you're having a problem while you were in it. No, if you are dating someone and they're having an addiction, let them go. They need to get therapy. Only person that needs to stick with somebody that's going through addiction is somebody, if you're married and it happens and you're trying to help them through the journey. But sometimes you got to let those relationships go because you can't let somebody bring you down. You don't want somebody to bring you down and cause you problems. So you sometimes have to let people go, you know? So here's the thing. I know you have friends that you want to help and you want to try to get them through their journey and try to hope that you can help them out. But everybody can't be helped. And sometimes people have to deal with their addiction and actually get help on their own. But it is not the time to be in a relationship, and it's not the time to go into a relationship with anybody that has an addiction or recovery. I just say, wait, be patient, and let that person get through that journey. Another one is you may still be fiending on your ex. And that's going to cause a problem because that person has moved on and you have not. So they moved on and now you meet someone else, but your mind is still on that fresh divorce or that fresh dynamic of a relationship that you wanted and it didn't happen. You still feel some kind of way. And I'm telling you it happens because even when I ended a relationship with my ex, he didn't let go. He didn't let go because he continued to want to talk to me, but yet he said he wanted to be friends with me, and I'm telling him no, don't be friends then. You shouldn't talk to me at all because if you need to go and just work on yourself and then hopefully find someone else that you desire, but I'm not the one. You know, just you got to let go. And sometimes some people just don't want to let go. They either gonna end up being evil, want to get mean and do things to you. They want to just act out. And so, no, let's let it go, and then don't talk about that person. It's not time to go into a relationship if your mind is still on this person that you can't let go. Go back to one of my. I think I just did a previous video about not letting our exes go. And a lot of times you hold on to that past, and that past is going to keep you confused and lost. So you've got to learn to let that go. And if you don't, it's just not the right time to go into a relationship. You shouldn't go into a relationship with someone else when you're still desiring someone else. You see where I'm going? It's just not. If you're still there, you got to let that go first. Because it's just not going to work with the present. Because you're going to eventually talk about that person. You're going to eventually say things that may have hurt you, that you like or you didn't like. And a new mate doesn't want to hear that. So now you've messed up the relationship that you probably could have had a great relationship with that person. Okay? So let go and move on. Another one is you get into a relationship after you've had a major loss of a family member. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be a close friend. When somebody has recently passed, you're still grieving, and sometimes it takes years. I really truly believe it takes two to. It depends on who passed. It could take 2 to 3 years. It could take longer. You'll never forget the person. You'll never get over the love that you have for someone that you've lost as a family member. But some people cling for years and don't know how to survive without that person. And so they're really not choosing to have a relationship should not choose to have a relationship at that time. And if you're dealing with it, you shouldn't go through getting in a relationship because you're still grieving. You're still experiencing pain. And you're going to talk about the past time, the what ifs, and why this person, and why did they do this. You're constantly questioning the loss. Because it's hard. You know, my brother was murdered. And I know I dealt with severe depression. Because I felt like a piece of my heart had been cut. And it was the worst pain I believe I ever experienced. It wasn't time for me to be in a relationship. I was not mentally stable. Because I was grieving this pain for someone I truly loved that was my sibling. And so I was going to cry every time. So why would someone want to be in a relationship with someone that's constantly in pain? Just wait. It's just the wrong time to give somebody your love. Don't look for somebody to hold you to fulfill that pain. Just wait. Get your pain in yourself. Get your pain. Go to therapy. Go to a class. Spend time with others who are grieving. Get out. Work on yourself and just wait because it's hard. It's hard. And I'm telling you as a person who's experienced it, grief will cause you to not love the right way. And so you need to wait. It's the wrong time to love someone. Okay. Another one is your career has changed. When your career changed, you're starting a whole new way to learn uh, about the new position you're in, the company you're with. You're learning new co-workers. You're starting a whole new phase, a whole new hustle, be it if it's a something you started or a job that you're getting to. When your career change, it is not the time to get involved with someone, because you're working on a new project. You're learning new people that you are dealing with. You may have started a business that you started. You can wait for that. It's just not the time right now. Focusing on building that career or building that new lifestyle of entrepreneurship you may have decided, and then give it 6 to 12 months to get it going, and then go out and date and get to know someone and meet someone. It's just not the time when you have made a major change in your career or you're starting a new business. Just wait. It's okay. It's just wait. I'm telling you, because relationships will distract you and keep you off balance, and you won't be focusing on what you just got yourself into or started. Okay. Another one is you don't really know what you want. You really hadn't really thought about, what is it that I really truly want in a relationship? Do I really know what really truly makes me enjoy and be happy? Because sometimes, here's the thing, and I'm saying this because sometimes we just get in relationships on the basis of being available. And so we just date anyone that desires to date us. And we're not thinking about how we value ourselves more. And so we just don't want to wait. I just want to be in a relationship. I should be with somebody now. So why can't I date now? And so you just get out there, and it's not the best time. And you're meeting these people who are wasting your time, who are not, should have even any of your time. Because you just want to be involved with someone. It's just not the time when you feel that way. If you don't know what you want and what makes you happy, don't just date anybody just because you want to get a free meal or just want to get out and go somewhere so somebody else can take care of and pay for it. It's just not worth it. It's just a waste of your time. You're just going to waste your time. And then this one, then I'm going to let you go. The other one is that sometimes when we are individuals working on ourselves, and we're looking to be in relationships, right? We tend to take on other people's pain, other people's problems, other people's situation. And we bring all that they have going on. In other words, we give up our time and our love to someone else, and we don't focus on ourselves. Because you got someone, and it's called distraction. You got this person in your life, and I'm telling you this because it happened to me, and this is real talk. I had a girlfriend at that time, not girlfriend today. I realized that this person was so jealous of the person that I was dating at the time, and I didn't see it until I kept realizing she would complain when they would call me when we were together, or I say I'm going to do something with them. She would feel some kind of way. But she was a distraction. And she was a person who was insecure about me going on into a relationship. So it wasn't the right time for me to have a new friendship. It wasn't the right time for me to bring my friends into their relationship. You see where I'm going? When you are looking to seek to get into a relationship, you have to get your friends and your family in a place to where they don't disturb your relationship. Because if they are causing problem and they constantly are, and she was this type of person that would just always had something going on. And it was going to be hard for me to get in a relationship because I swear that girl was in the hospital every week. I swear she was in urgent care every week. It was something every week. And I realized that I needed to clear that friendship and that person out of my life so that I could focus on the person or a person I wanted to bring into my life. So here's the thing. Distraction will cause you to miss out on the opportunity of being loved by someone because you allow others into that world in your circle. You have to cut them off. And you can't let them be an anchor to your relationship. You can't let them be an anchor to you because there's something that they're causing to keep you from going into a relationship. So it's a wrong time for you to go into the relationship. It is time for you to separate yourself from a person who is either insecure, jealous about something about you. And this is real talk because I experienced it. And I think we don't think about that sometimes. But sometimes our supposedly friends are the reason we have issues having successful relationships. And sometimes you have to remove the so-called friends from your life so that you can focus on yourself, so that you can have a successful relationship. So I hope the information I gave you about these wrong timings and these, that would help you understand everything is about a place and time to love and be in a successful relationship. You can wait. And when it's not the time to be with someone, the time to love someone, it is okay to wait. It is okay to be patient, to be loved. So I hope the information I gave will help you. If you need any help where you are dealing with situations where you feel like you need therapy or you need to talk about the problem that you are experiencing, I would love to help you. Go to the link in the description. I do a one-on-one consultation and I can help you through your journey to get you back on track, to get you feeling better. Make sure you join my YouTube membership group. I would love for you to be a part of that chat. Also, I'll be doing the Girls Night Out workshop that we do once a month. So just stay a part. I appreciate you being a part and watching the Love Doctor. You know how I am. I'll be back talking about love, love, love.